What is a consent contract? Have you ever wondered what a consent contract really is? This concept is essential in today's discussions about consent, especially regarding contemporary issues facing women and the fight against gender-based violence and harassment. A consent contract is a legally binding agreement where all parties involved voluntarily and knowingly agree to the terms outlined. This means that each person understands what they are agreeing to and accepts the rights and obligations involved. Importantly, this approval must come without any pressure, deception, or coercion. For a consent contract to be valid, it must meet 3 key requirements. First, it must be mutual. This means all parties agree to the same terms. Second, it must be informed. Each party needs to fully understand the agreement, including any rights they may give up or responsibilities they accept. Lastly, it must be voluntary. Consent should be given freely, without any force or undue influence. In practical terms, a consent contract helps ensure fairness. It confirms that no one is tricked or compelled into an agreement. For example, consider a rental contract. Both the tenant and landlord must clearly agree on terms such as the rent amount and duration. If either party was misled or pressured, the consent would be invalid, and the contract could be challenged in court. From the perspective of women's culture and heritage, consent contracts hold particular significance. They highlight the importance of respecting bodily autonomy and personal agency, which are core values in many women-centered cultural frameworks. Ensuring genuine consent protects women's rights by affirming their control over decisions that affect their lives and bodies. This principle extends beyond legal contracts to everyday interactions, emphasizing respect, communication, and empowerment. In essence, a consent contract is a formal agreement grounded in mutual, informed, and voluntary approval. It serves as a safeguard for fairness and respect. These principles align closely with efforts to combat gender-based violence and uphold women's dignity and autonomy. Understanding consent contracts can help create a safer environment for everyone, ensuring that all parties feel respected and valued in their agreements.